What's going on, guys? Willspec here again. Today's a good day. Today's a very good day because we're going to showcase to you all a vehicle that has been going rounds. It's a Mitsubishi Evo that has broken into the 8s that still holds the record being the fastest in California. There's many have followed along, but these guys are competing against people from the East Coast. So they're claiming it is an 8-second car, first to break into the 8s. So with that said, hang tight, hang loose, stay tuned. We're going to show you some dyno time and dyno runs. Talk to you guys later. What's going on, guys? Willspec here again. Who I have here is someone that everyone should pay attention to. If you plan to get into the game, we have Tony, also known as Fuji, from Dimensional One. He is the one of 3 founders of Dimensional One. We're talking in the 90s. Most of you haven't been born yet in this game. So with that said, the rebirth is what this is all about. One team, one scheme. Okay? When Tony started Dimensional One, it just started out with 3 guys working out their garage, building Hondas, nitrous mainly. Through the years, we've acquired team members. One of the team members is Norman Tong,
Yeah.
also known as N1 Concepts. He took it to the next level, playing with the turbo game. Now, on a timestamp, we're looking at 1999, 2000, in that range. They've been playing with turbos. That propelled them to take it to the next level. So with that said, Tony,
What's up? Glad to
take
be
the
here.
floor. Yeah, glad to be here, man.
Hey, man.
So
Glad
let
to
me
be-
ask you this, man. Your motivation. You're from San Francisco Bay Area.
Yep.
Cost of living, even back then, was a lot of money, right?
Crazier now.
Crazier now.
Yep.
But let's face it, you had drive. No one was really messing with Hondas, I could even say early in high school.
Yeah.
High school days, early 90s, when the Honda import scene was we're just messing around. We were looked down upon with all the domestics, and no one gave us the time of day. No one believed in especially a Honda front wheel drive. Tony, working on Hondas, said, you know what? We're gonna defy the odds of front wheel drive. We're gonna start playing with nitrous. We're gonna start doing motor swaps, which he's had, and overcome all the obstacles that you're defying physics, right?
Yeah.
You're definitely defying physics.
Absolutely.
There was no Bible, there was no magazines, or there was, right? But
Hardly.
it's just guts.
Yeah.
They had guts and knowledge, and spent a lot of money experimenting, right? Tell us your trials and tribulations.
You know, like we started Dimensional One. Pretty much motivation was we used to go to Wednesday Infinity
Wednesday night
Raceway. All the hot rods used to look down on us, like all these, little four bangers. Get the hell out of, get out of our way. So it's pretty much one of our motivators. Like, hey, we're gonna prove these guys wrong, right? So we're always a Honda guy. Back then, another thing is that there's no playbook, right, of how to modify a car or like a lot of stuff. I mean, now people can just buy off of eBay even like a turbo kit. We had to make our own kit. We bought Garrett turbos, modify, make our own header, do our exhaust, and then we just have to kind of make our Honda the way we want it, make it fast, and a lot of trial and error, lots of trial and error, lots of trial and error, but it's just motivation. An important thing that we always believe in was, quality over quantity, right? So we always bring in like-minded people, they want to say, hey, you guys want to, kick some butt? Sure, let's do it, So we go in there and everybody, it's pretty much, we don't have like a hierarchy type of thing. We don't care about hierarchy. What it is that, you come in here, you learn, you contribute like everyone else, you respect it as everyone else, but you have to earn your respect. You don't come in and just, hey, I'm Dimensional One. You have to kind of go in and build your own car. You modify your own things. You have any questions, all the OGs, the senior guys will help you out, right? So we've always been there contributing, and through the years, we've always progressed as a team. And every time we bring in new people, we treat them the same way, right? So then that's why we've been around for a very long time, because the philosophy has never changed. And that has always been bringing in good quality people who have a passion for racing. And then we always want to, this is a competitive game, right? Whether you do it for fun, as a business, it's very competitive, and we're very competitive. And all of us that come into the team, we're all very competitive. So
I think that's one of the prerequisites, right?
Yeah.
Prerequisites.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward now. We're talking about today now. Today, these are one of the legend cars. This is Norman Tong's legend car right here that propelled Dimensional One to be where they're at today. Real basic setup. Now it's the rebirth. More people that are like-minded, motivated, aggressive in the competition. They're very aggressive. It's drag racing, and that's what it's about. The rebirth is going to propel the future. He's out of the game. He's a chairperson.
Yeah.
He just overlooks
Sure.
what's going on now to maintain that quality, to maintain the ambition. What more? I mean, it's
yeah, and that's why if you see like our cars now, we all have a similar scheme, and that was pretty much by design. We wanted to create something that's almost like a brand. Like even if you don't have the sticker, they'll know it's our car, right? And then we went through a lot of iteration of design. Everyone came up with design. So we had like a bunch on the table. But then we all agreed that this is the one we wanted. And one of the tricky things is that all these cars have different design, different chassis. So we have to kind of like mold our design to each car. Like pretty much the Mitsubishi is like the newest one. And that was the hardest one because we never did 4-door. So it's been, you know,
and not just 4-door, Mitsubishi.
Yeah, Mitsubishi. Yeah.
90% of dimensional one are Hondas, right?
Exactly. And again, that's in line with the rebirth. Is we don't care about Hondas per se anymore because, you know, it's, you know, industry changes, evolution, right? So now 4-wheel drive.
That's right.
Mitsubishi, non-Honda, right? But it doesn't matter to us. You know, if it brings a brand forward, that's what we do, and that's how we'll do it.
So let me wrap this up, guys. Tony, thank you for your time.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah.
So check it out, guys. I know it's very hard to build a race car. Race what you brung. I don't care if it runs 20s. I don't care if it runs 9s. It's process. And the number one thing you got to have is passion, aggressiveness, and the willingness to endure all the trials and tribulations. Tony put the path out, like many others. Put the roadmap for you guys. You just gotta be persistent, okay? Don't worry, your time will come. You wanna run 9s? Start off by running 14s first, and then work your way forward. All right, so there you have it, guys. Check out Willspec Garage. I'm Will, also known as Willspec. From the bottom of my heart, keep doing what you guys are doing. Just go fast. All right, what's going on, guys? Willspec here again. We are here, Sanctuary, also known as Sacramento Raceway. And who do we have here testing out all our equipment? We got Drew Loriano, also known as Clocky, inside joke. We'll talk about that later. Running the D1, used to be Norman's vehicle, Norman Tong, let's give him the credit. He's not here, he's basically retired. And Drew, also known as Clocky, has taken it over. Gonna rip it down the track. This thing makes
594
horses.
Yep.
So let's give a little background. Been knowing Drew for about 20 some odd years.
20 some odd years, man.
He used to be in Team Expertise.
Team Expertise. That team kind of fizzled out. Everybody just kind of moved on, had families, and you know, I went where the racers went and followed my other teammate Coleman Lau, and you know, we got into Dimensional One and we just kept it going, kept it alive.
That's right. So with Dimensional One, they're a local Bay Area team. Dates back early 90s. So they go way back. They're just carrying the baton. What do you call it? The baton, just carrying the flame.
That's it.
All right, carrying the flame through. A lot of their vehicles, they cover all aspects of racing as far as the drag racing. Quarter mile would be all motor and turbo. So with that said, this vehicle with a stock motor was running 10s on a stock block GSR. For those who don't know what a GSR is, 96 and up was the 1.8 liter B series. It's not the magical 1.7 that the first year the GSR came out, for all you Honda guys. So with this setup, do you mind talking about what's in this setup right now?
Sure. It's a basically stock block GSR, pistons and rods. So we didn't do any sleeving in this motor. So just straight pistons and rods with a flat compression ratio. I won't leak the compression ratio out of that. Mildly ported head and old school. You know, this stuff is from the 90s. So you want to see something old school, this is it. You know, this car is kind of like our pride and joy old school car from back in the late 90s. You know, when Norman was running the car, his best time out of this car was a 9.9 stock GSR. So, you know, since I've taken it over, we don't push it that hard because it is a stock block. So that's it. That's what we're running. We're running the 1050 class today. A year ago, I took second place in this class. I lost to a Camaro by less than a bumper. I would say just, you know, a smidgen. But, you know, it's all good. It's all competitive racing, and I'm out here. So that's it, man.
So there you have it, guys. This is also, I don't know, relic. This blast from the past. It's definitely an era piece. Go check out these blow-off valves, dual apex blow-off valves. You don't see that shit no more. You can find them on eBay for God knows how much. It's a ram horn from back in the day. Bottom mount turbo. And you got the good old Edelbrock intake manifold. All right, guys, so is there anything else?
That's it, man. You know, just a little bit more background on me. You know, I started in Dimensional 1 doing all motor. All motor is still my love, but, you know, I got bit by the boost bug, and yeah.
I knew that was going to happen.
Man, once you go boost, it changes the game. But I still have mad love for all motor.
You still have an all motor car.
I still have an all motor car. I still have a tube chassis Civic, all motor, same color scheme. That's part of our team. K series, K24 bottom end, K20 top end, and yeah, that motor squeaks out 400 horse. So
yeah, man.
But that's another story.
So his and more little background on his. He went from B series, couple B series, and then he went to K. Yeah. And he went through a couple K series, right?
Couple K series.
Must be nice.
Oh man.
All right, man. So there you have it, guys. I hope you like it. Like, follow, subscribe if you see value. Till then, see you on the next one. So we're in eliminations, second round of eliminations. I believe he's gonna do a buy run. They didn't do pairing, so there's a discrepancy there. Luckily, D1 Drew was able to win it because his opponent red lit. So for those who don't know what red lighting is, you jump the gun. Once you jump the gun, you lose. It's an automatic loss. Drew won. So, how this plays in as far as the pairing, Drew was the #1 qualifier, which means it's a 10:50 index, which means you cannot go faster than 10.5 seconds, 10.5. Drew hit 10.517. So he was #1. Now, with that said, when you pair, you race against the slowest guy in your class. When you race someone in your class, say there's 10 people. You're the #1 guy. You're #1 guy. You're racing against the slowest guy, which is the 10 guy, number 10 guy, who could run anything slower than 10.5. Well, that didn't happen. He ended up racing someone who's capable, who was almost next to him, which he ran a 10.1, but shouldn't have. He basically broke out. That's another explanation. So now he paired up with a guy who was really fast. Luckily, his opponent jumped the gun. Red light. So there's a discrepancy here. He red lit, so Drew is gonna advance to 3rd round eliminations, semifinals. So there you have it. I know it's kind of confusing, but it is what it is. Talk to you guys in a minute. Stay tuned.